What's up, fellow rebels? Rebel Drifter here. Today we'll be unboxing a dream girl from the brand IronTechDoll. They have been very nice to me and I hope everybody will check out the video in its entirety. You'll also figure out a specific discount code in the video which will give you a 10% discount, and I think on all the dolls. There's an affiliate link in the description down below. Please use my affiliate link when you order a doll, and then also use the 10% discount code if you want. Now, I've been checking out this whole new green screen that I'm having right here, so that's pretty cool. It's a lot bigger than the previous one. So in the up and coming newer unboxing videos from different brands, there are still a lot of sponsors heading my way. We're going to be able to use the green screen in its entirety, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm also working on a display stand. Hopefully I can add that in the video that we're making right now. So you have to continue to watch and see how this all ends, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. So please leave a like and subscribe. A lot of you have been watching my content. Thank you very much for that. I love the support and also the comments. And yeah, hopefully you can subscribe to this channel because that makes the bigger difference. I'm growing each week, so 10,000 subs hopefully in a couple of weeks. Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much, and let's check out the unboxing. And now we're just going to open up the box gently, carefully. That's flap number 1. Alright, so I'm being greeted right now, courtesy of IronTechDoll. They ship this doll through the truck instead of the train. You also have the airplane. So this took around a month, I think, which is actually pretty fair, especially regarding the price for shipping. So I'm really glad. The communication is always crystal clear. There are other companies that do this as well, but IronTechDoll is, in my opinion, one of the best regarding communication. And then you've already seen a couple of videos on my channel from other companies that do this as well. No bolt or wood this time regarding the neck protection. I'm sad to see that that's not on there, but there is foam in here. And they normally use this type of foam, or they can use this foam for your PC as well. I think it's actually, yeah, they just throw it down and then it like grows like the stuff in your pants, and then it actually takes the shape, the correct shape of the doll. So this is actually the complete mold, well, at least not from the doll, but from the box where it's trying to protect the doll. So I'm gonna throw that down there. And what I'm always used to getting from IronTechDoll is, of course, their signature blue sleeping bag. They now actually have it printed on there, IronTechDoll, beauty inspired creation. Alright, so this is her feet area. As you can see, very well protected. This is the head. This is going to be, oh, look at that. It's a whole package. Wow. Okay, so we got some bolts again for her neck. There's another specific comb in there, which I think is a better one than the other one that people like for decluttering the hair with the moving comb thingies. Then there's a warming one in there, and there's some lingerie and your instruction manual in there as well, which is really nice. They also opted a specific lingerie set for me as a bonus, so thank you for that as well. They always take good care of me. And you know, this reflects on my YouTube channel, which is really nice. Then they actually put in, believe it or not, it's a mouse pad. That's really cool. They're all clothed, so YouTube shouldn't be being difficult about that. So it's an IronTechDoll Real Lady collaboration, because Real Lady is, of course, their other brand. And yeah, that's that's actually really dope that they put that in. I think this is really cool. It's going to be on my desk pad. Well, we're going to put it on the desk anyway. Let's just put it right there. That's nice. All right, I think that's really cool. Then we have her wig, her nice, well, almost gold blonde wig, because I chose her specifically from the website with how I wanted to showcase her. And then there are these, I think this is an earring. Real lady. Oh, that's cool. It's mirrored right now because it's upside down in the box. And there's also something regarding a chain. That's actually really cool. I have to unpack this later and show you guys what's going on. There are 2 earrings there. And let's see if I can hold it. There we go. And there's a gold chain in there. That's really cool. Yeah, they always take such good care of me, IronTechDoll. And then we have something in here. I don't know what's in here. Maybe it's a hook. No, it's something else. I have to open that when we continue the rest of the unboxing. And then moving upwards, you can see this is a sleeping bag. This time with their own logo on there, which I think is really dope. You know, it's good. Blankets or sleeping bags, it's all really nice. And then this is, of course, always a little bit jumbled up. And then we can see her under there, a little bit of skin. So I'm going to open it up a little bit more and check out what's inside the plastic bags. Alright, so I don't know how I'm going to edit or cut this, but I'm just going to open this and record it anyway. Oh, there's something in here. And I don't know what it is, but it feels heavy. It sounds heavy too. I might just have to open this because, I mean, let's be honest, it's not going anywhere. I already like all their stuff. I should have actually worn their t-shirt. I still have a t-shirt up in my box upstairs where I have some stuff laying around. Need to get this plastic off. Put it on the couch for now. I think these are cards. Yeah, these are cards. So they made play cards, and I actually wonder, are they going to be naked in there? I have to wait and see. There's a dude. We don't like that. We're not into dudes. So let me just get out a couple, and then hopefully I can put it back into the box. And let me go towards the camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. So you have your 2024. It's probably going to be too dark, but whatever. You have your Joker, real lady. You have your dude. You have your other chick. I think this is Rita, I think. I really like Rita. I always wanted to unbox their Spider-Gwen, as they completely ripped me off with that idea. No, I'm just joking. I had Spider-Miki. I think they really actually like that. Oh, here she is. Spider-Gwen. Yeah, I really like her. And then they also did something else I don't remember because my brain is just going into overdrive right now. So I'm having so much things in my head. Oh, I wanted to see. There's a QR code in there. That's really cool, actually. So you have these cards that I could actually show people. And then you can just be like, okay, look, this is a cool doll. Check out the QR code. And just like instantly go to that web address where you have the model. That's really sick. All right, so IronTechDoll is, again, innovating and moving up. And then, of course, we have just this bag, which is really cool. So we're going to keep that, too. Going to put it on the couch. All right, I zoomed in 1.7, so I hope this is going to work because you don't want to keep watching my back. It's already hairy enough with clothing on there. So let's take it out again. IronTechDoll. So one earring is an IronTechDoll earring and the other one is a real lady, which I think is really cool as well. I'm gonna leave that closed. And this is just gonna be a specific gold necklace. Oh, here we go. They even made IronTechDoll on there. So let me see if I can showcase that real quick by moving towards the camera once more. It's gotta probably be too dark, but as you can see, IronTechDoll. And it's just a gold necklace, which is really dope. And then you have your real lady here, which is now mirrored because I didn't open up the bag. And then you have your IronTechDoll over here. It actually shows up pretty well. That's nice. So we're going to put that to the side as well. All these goodies, man. Like I'm not even unboxing the doll yet, and we're only like unboxing goodies. So we have the wig. We're going to put that to the side. We have your lingerie right here, which again I'm not going to open right now because we have to wait and see when I have the doll unboxed how that is going to look. So we're going to put that to the side in a few. Then we have your complete care package over here, which has been open a little bit, but that's fine. So you have your comb right here. That's the normal comb. You have your warming wand, which is fine as well. Then we have, I'm gonna get out all the other stuff except the bolts, because sometimes they're a little bit, how do you say that, greased up. So there's a ring in there. There's a quick release. There's another one, I think, which is for hanging, or it's actually a specific one that has a middle joint attached to it where you can actually turn it in, plop on the head, and actually make her look around more with her neck, I think. So kind of from her jawline. There's a ring in there, which I think is also for if you want to space it out, I think. Or maybe it's for the hanging. I never hang heads or doll bodies or anything, so I'm not really versed in that area. But, you know, there's 3 bolts in here and a ring. So make of that what you want. Thank you for your order, dear valued customer. They want me to leave a review, which I'm definitely going to do because people like me are super happy with them. And yeah, that should be conversed to the outside world. For people that are not watching this video, would be nice for them to read on it as well. The USB heating rod has 46 degrees, 15 to 20 minutes to warm. Avoid heating the tunnel for more than 30 minutes. This is a really nice manual where everything is being explained regarding the rotation of the head, how you plop the quick connector on the screw, wash it, get the steps regarding the wig if you want to wash that as well. And yeah, just a whole heap of information in Chinese language and English language. And everybody knows English is the world's language. And then we have your standard lingerie, which is just the see-through. It's just like punched holes in a bit of fabric. Also not a big fan of this. It's way too cheap. But I'm happy that they put in some different lingerie to so we can check out the doll, how she looks with that. And then of course, floating around in the box, oh, I need to get this in here as well, is of course the water cleaning or the irrigation system or whatever you want to call it. It's the naughty area cleaner. Now we're going to go over to the head. As far as I know, it's a hard head. It does feel like that. Yeah, it's a hard head. Oh, the thing that I'm actually missing, and I've not seen them, are gloves. But I have clean hands. I washed them beforehand. And yeah, it is a hard head, but it does feel a little bit bouncy regarding the silicone. And she has a hole in the bottom for the quick connector, which I can screw in. So we can take off the mask very carefully. Her eyes are a little bit misaligned. There we go. That looks a lot better. There we go. Now, what I do think is a little bit strange, and it was, yeah, I could have expected that. I mean, they did paint the teeth, but it's not coming out so well regarding the tongue that she's also sticking out a little bit. She, in my opinion, she has to embody a little bit of a porn star or a little bit of a TikTok or Instagram chick, you know, who has a very thin body and has a very big chest. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how that looks. I already think she looks amazing. Of course, when she has the wig on and she's completely assembled, it's going to be a different story. Then it's going to be even more dope. So now it's going to be a little bit more tricky. I'm going to open up the sleeping bag, and then you have to get past a certain point, and we zip it off or zip it down completely to the bottom area, which again, I'm still a bit scared around zippers because I think if there's a zipper that's not completely closed and you can get it into the silicone and it starts moving around, you can actually destroy the silicone pretty easily. So yeah, she's of course she's going to be completely naked, so I'm gonna have to put some stuff on here. I can't open it further or else YouTube is going to destroy me. Alright, so I can tell you right now that these are pretty much the biggest chest a doll has I ever had in my collection. And they are pretty bouncy and actually really, really soft. So the mixture of what IronTechDoll has done is again phenomenal. Her feet are very well protected, foamed in, and an extra foam layer like boots that she has around her ankles. And then as you can see, everything looks really realistic. I know the light is giving off like a line here. This is not, it's because of something else going on here. I have no clue. I think it's maybe this. I can put her arm up a little bit or her hands up a little bit where you can see how, I have to do this carefully, please. How you can see that there are veins in there. It looks really realistic. I'm not over exaggerating this one bit. Really nice detail. I put a small little penny across her nether region, so we should be good. And regarding under boob and upper boob, we should be good as well. Her neck seems to be actually intact and not been moved. I don't see box damage on here. Yes, I do actually. Look, there's box damage here. But that's only going to be the bolt, hopefully. And the silicone, hopefully, is going to be good. I really don't know if I can get away with doing this on the camera. But I hope YouTube is not going to shoot me. Look. And that's with something on it. It's really soft. And she's in a confined space right now. This one is a little bit more loose because she has a little bit more space there. But we're really going to have to figure out if we can get like a bikini on her or something. I know I have the lingerie from IronTechDoll that's included in the box that we have on the couch. But yeah, I just have to put her up on some foam. Maybe see if I can find some socks or anything so that I don't have enough shoes anymore. I'm literally getting so many dolls in here that I don't have shoes anymore. And I have to buy so much more clothing. But whatever. We're going to do that. We're going to fix that. I'm going to get her out of the box. And we're going to check her out. I'm going to put some clothes on her. Hopefully some skimpy clothes so you can see the rest of the detail. And I also want to see her backside. So let's check that out. On the front, she looks good. See, there's like tiny workroom floor, like black dust particles or something, but she looks really immaculate. The skin looks so real. Like, to be fair, there are some like dolls from companies, even IronTechDoll, that I think look a lot different on the website. In my how do you say that? In my imagination. In my imagination, sometimes a doll looks really either big and bulky or very petite. I actually thought she was going to be smaller, thinner, and less busty, but she looks really good. So I'm actually quite surprised with how she looks. We still have to get the foam off on her arms and everything else. Get myself out of the shade or out of the light. The veins are really nice. Not a big fan of veins normally, but if it's done tastefully, then it's good. I can see some crud on here. There's just some small little specks. Yeah, easily taken off. Now let's go to the big problem. Well, that's not necessarily the big problem. As you can see, she sustained some damage. There's some silicone hanging loose here. I might have to just rip that off very carefully. There you go. It might be excess. It might be because of the damage that happened with the transporter. There's some black stuff here as well, which is easily taken off. Some might need a little bit of your nail. There's a couple here. Trying to get that off carefully. There you go. You know, it's just some small black dust particles, but as you can see, the color and everything, wow, this shot even is amazing. Don't know what YouTube is going to do with that, but whatever. Yeah, there's, like I said, there is an indentation here around, but I think that's just from the mold. They might have cut that off. It's a perfect circle almost, so it's not going to be damaged. And everything else seems to be all right. There's some stuff coming in and out of the silicone, which I just want to push away. Once the head is on there, it should be fine. There's just a little bit of movement or give where it's just, you know, it's a little bit higher on this end, but that's fine. It's just silicone. Once the head is on, you're not going to see that, and we should be good. So again, this bikini, the chest looks amazing with the bikini, even though it's way too small. But the pants are a little bit too big. But that's also because I haven't modeled her very nicely. I actually wanted to get her spine a little bit more back so that the chest pumps up a little bit more to the front. But yeah, for now, wow, really an amazing piece of art that IronTechDoll has made here. And she's still very cold to the touch because of the shipment, but my God, does she feel lifelike. So let's turn her around and see what the back looks like. Alright, so I don't want to do this too long because she's leaning against her breasts. The back seems to look very nice as well. Her caboose is really nice too. It's not so over-exaggerated, you know, where it's like that she went to some kind of plastic surgery or whatever to make it huge. It's actually nice regarding her shape and size of how it's going. So I'm trying to see in the meantime when I'm pointing the camera at her butt if I can see some like things. Yeah, that was a little bit of dust. There's some small dust particles here and there, but she looks pretty clean. Yeah, there's another dusting right there. I thought she had a little bit of a blue spot in the silicone, but that's not the case at all. That's just a vein. She looks really nice. Now her arms seem to be, oh, that was the chair. Her arms seem to be very good as well. And look at that. Just look at the shot like this. You can see the black crud on here that I can take off. There you go. I know it's dust, but look how realistic the skin tone and the body painting is. It's ridiculous. I think this might be one of the best dolls that I have right now in my current collection, with how real it looks and how real it feels. I'm not going to name other companies right now, but there are some other companies that can probably do this as well. But you know, I've heard and seen and touched multiple dolls of specific brands, and I can tell you that this is by far, I think, the best one. So now we're gonna have to plop on the head and actually take this protection off of her arms, and then also see if we can get the feet undone. All right, so we have a quick connect here, which is the one that also, you know, moves around a little bit. We're gonna see if my hands are clean and pick her up with the left side. So I'm gonna turn this into her head. Make sure it's gonna be nice and tight. I have to see if I can find some paper. There we go. So it's nice and tight in there. Hope that you guys could see that. Now I need to be careful with my hands and the head itself. There's also some bolts in there. And there we go. She seems to be pretty good on there. So we're going to try it again. It almost feels like you're breaking her neck because of the extra pivot point in there. And there we go. There's some air coming out if I press that. I actually think her neck is a little bit off kilter. Hopefully not because of the damage. But you know, I need to see if I can get that a little bit more like this, where she's leaning forward with her head. And it's cool that you can, you know, have the head change position and also her face like this, where you have the double points. I'm gonna move her eyes up a little bit more, position them where she's looking a little bit more angry like that. So before people start being weird in the comments again, yes, sometimes you just gotta do this. Brush your doll's hair or your action figure, whatever you want to call it. You just have to make sure that everything looks the part. Ask my wife how I'm doing in the relationship. Over 2 months we'll be together for 20 years, so I might be doing something right. But okay, so the hair, again, wigs are a little bit of a, you know, taste kind of thing. I like her hair. Not a huge fan of the wig just yet. Most of the time they're actually, you know, pretty cheap and not always of good quality, but this wig is at least a lot better feeling and a lot better handling wise. At least you get the idea. Her hair is on there pretty nice. Hopefully it stays on like that. And then her face is kind of like, you know, a little bit like a lollipop with her pink mouth and her tongue sticking out through the teeth. But she looks good. I have to position her a little bit better. I like the not too heavy makeup. I'm always not such a big fan of heavy makeup. I mean, this looks a lot nicer. And then of course going down, I pumped up her chest a little bit, so I did the spine a little bit backwards where this comes a little bit more to the front, which is nice. And then, yeah, she looks good like this. So now what we can do is actually take off her arm sleeves and then also maybe put her back down on the sleeping bag and check out her feet, because that's of course important as well. Gently. There we go. All right, that was arm number 1. She seems to be good. She has a little bit of a blemish here. That might be because of the mold, but it also looks very realistic in my opinion. So that's good. I'm normally not the one to complain about things that I see on a doll, because certain things are just inevitable. You know, like dust particles and everything else. It just comes from the factory. Yeah, her arm looks good. You know, we got the hair still going over here a little bit, but her arm looks good. Got her big titty hanging out with the shade even. It can make eclipses happen. All right, so let's see if we can turn the hand a little bit carefully. There we go. Yes, the silicone will turn with it. It's not a nice look, but as far as I can see, she looks very nice. We have our articulated fingers again, so that seems to work very well. Very realistic too. So now I'm going to turn her hand back again. There we go. And back to the front a little bit. So those veins and everything, man, they look really real. It's really nice looking, right? I can probably just up her hand a little bit like this. So yeah, she looks really good. The fingernails are pretty cool. They go from light kind of skin tone to a little bit more darkish brown / black underneath the rings, or the end piece over here. So that looks really good. Now we need to try and get the other one off. This looks really nice again with the articulation. Works very well. It's really cool. So again, this hand seems to look immaculate as well. Again, a little bit of dust particles again. Again, here you can see a mold print. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. Let me see if I can grab the camera real quick. It's interesting. I saw that on the other side as well. You see it? A little round piece. It's difficult to see. There it is. It's not going to be in focus. Come on. There you go. So that's a tiny thing that you're going to be able to see. It's not really that bad, to be quite fair. Her hands look good. Her arms look good. We've already seen the back. Seems to be very nice too. All right, so I guess we can go over to the feet area. All right, so we have her here on the table. Her wig is off because it slides off because she's laying down now, and I need to get one of those wig things under the wig, one that gives grip. That's the only thing that I don't really like about heads, hard heads. They don't really have texture up on the top, so they're completely smooth. And it's difficult for wigs if they don't have a wig cap underneath them to stay in place. But you know, that's easily helped. Get our nail clipper again, which works wonders. There we go. Get those shoes off. Always got to be careful with that. I don't take knives or big scissors anymore. I didn't have any mishaps, thank God for that, but you know, you got to be careful. So what you can do, just put her feet a little bit down like that. And you're not going to believe this, but look. What can you see? Tell me what you are seeing right now. Let me see if I can get you lower. Don't worry, YouTube, I got you. Let me get you lower. There we go, look. Look at the toes. What is happening? What is happening right here? They're staying in place. I've never had a doll before that has articulate toes. Look how crazy that is. There is a limit, of course, towards what you can do with the toes. But oh my god, people that have a foot fetish are gonna go crazy with this. This is really... yoink. This is really new. Yoink. It's pretty cool, actually, and it looks pretty realistic. Alright, well, that was foot number 1. Hope you guys are excited as I am regarding the feet. This is not an indentation or anything. That's actually a vein that you see. So that's really cool. Look how realistic, even with the light like this. Really realistic. Let's see how the back is. Oh my god, why is the camera being so iffy? There you go. Seems to look very nice. Again, there is some small black stuff here again. Yep. I can't get it off. Alright, so there you go. Looks nice. Alright, so here's the next one coming off. Let's see. Alright. Seems to be... oh my god, the shadow though. Seems to be looking good as well. No damage, no indentations. Looking really realistic. I'm checking out the other foot as well because I couldn't really see it. I can probably move the lady backwards a little bit. There we go. Seems to look very nice. Again, piggly wigglies that can completely move and stay there, which is pretty cool. Alright, well, that's pretty much that. I mean, there's not a lot else we can check out. I mean, her feet just look really good. And let's see if we can go to the other side real quick. Yeah, really nice looking, both feet. Alright, again, veins. The heel looks good. No damage whatsoever. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's that. All we have to do now is put on some socks and yeah, stand her up again. And when we're done with that, we can probably show her in a specific setting that I've not done before. So that's going to be the first time on my channel. So stick around and check that out.